Sean Myers joined by Braden, Laux, the starting quarterback on the back-to-back WPIAL championship winning Belle Vernon area Leopards, knocking off the Antelopes once again, 2 years in a row. How does it feel to be back-to-back WPIAL champions?
You know, it feels amazing. We get to especially play more football. You know, we got another week, got another 5 days of 7 o'clock practices, and got another 5 days with a group of brothers.
I know last year on this stage against the Antelopes, Quinton Martin accounted for all of the touchdowns for the Leopards. It was you who accounted for all of them this year. You had 2 rushing and a passing touchdown. Did you know that was part of the game plan, and what allowed you to have that success?
You know, I mean, they've said I was going to have a little bit more impact on the running, but, I mean, I didn't really – my rushing touchdowns, it was all because of everyone else. I mean, I rushed in, but it's who got us down there first. I mean, I went in from the 1 yard line, just had to push it in. You know, I had the easy part. There's everything that before that came and really set it up.
You didn't run as much during the regular season this year as you did late last year. I know you were key in some of those postseason victories in 2022 en route to the state title. Was that a situation where you were kind of preserving your body, knowing that maybe once you get back to the postseason, that would be part of the plan again?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but yeah, we're just so diverse. I mean, just our backups, our third string even, they can just make plays. I mean, what's the point of running your starting quarterback when, you know, you can have someone else come in and just get touchdown like Doppelhauer. He's our second string, but I mean, just look at his stats. Look how many touchdowns he has on the year, and I mean, you just have so many players.
I know in the press conference that just took place, you specifically went out of your way to shout out the offensive line and that group that's really probably doesn't get a lot of the headlines. What makes that group so special?
I mean, they've been there. They're always getting yelled at in practice, you know, but they're pushed to the hardest. Nobody ever talks about them, you know. They're just like flying under the radar, but just without a line, just on any team without your line, you just can't do anything. I mean, if you just aren't getting any push, if they aren't performing, then you aren't winning.
Well, I mentioned you factored into every touchdown offensively, but defensively, the Leopards pitch a shutout. You're a big part of that as well from the defensive end spot. What made that group excel so well today against a very good offense? It
was our defensive staff. I mean, we have just diagrams of play after play after play. Everything they do, everything they run, everything they line up in, we just know. Like, we study. It's like a whole nother day of school when we get to practice. We're there 4 or 5 hours prepping, you know, because everything we do, everything they do just prepares us for the game, and, you know, we get our mind right.
Lastly, it is such a big accomplishment to get this championship, but that was the expectation. I think it would have been a massive disappointment if you didn't win another WPIAL title. So is it relief? Is it joy that you can not finally celebrate? What's the emotions like after a game like this where you probably were somewhat subdued in some of the earlier victories this year?
Yeah, my word on Thursday, we do words, was standard. Our standard is to get here, win this trophy, and but our main focus is just to play more, you know, go after another state. You know, our senior year, especially with this group, I mean, we're deep in players. We've been together since we were little, and you know, we just want to win it all. We just want to keep playing.
So maybe saving the biggest celebration, hopefully, for a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah, we're happy now, but we'll be happy in 2 weeks if we get there.
Well, congrats on another WPIAL championship, back-to-back, the third in program history. The starting quarterback, Braden Laux, right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.